Alrighty. Alrighty now. Ay, ay, ay. Hello and welcome. Ouch. I stubbed my toe. I didn't stub it, but I just hit it. I pinched it a little bit with. Anyway, um, hello and welcome. We are, we're gonna be reading today. I finally read. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cheer for me. Claps. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are jumping right back in to drum roll, please. Atomic Habits by James Clear, who I also signed up for his email list, and he sends a bunch of really good. Maybe I can show it to you. You can sign up at jamesclear.com. Anyway, this is not an ad. Just saying. So we're gonna get back into Atomic Habits. I have been reading it. I'm like, hold on. I think the music is a little loud. Also, I'm having a glass of wine because I've had such a long day. Such a long day. In fact, let's talk about that first. Let's talk about that first. Actually, let's talk about it. No. Let's talk about that first. Okay. So, yeah, I'm super late today. Like an hour and a half. However, I also have not been coming in on Sundays because of work at the winery, which this is one of our wines. Anyway, so yeah, today I had an event, or my friend had an event that I was going to. It was a like margarita and cake kind of thing. I'm sorry, this is still a little bit loud for me. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Alta, and this is my show. Okay, let's start over. Um, hi, I. Okay, you're watching Disney. No, seriously. um, okay. Hi, I'm Alta, and this is my channel. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. So, I'm going to talk about my day, then we're going to get into some juicy tidbits of Atomic Habits, which is really such a good book. Oh my gosh, I literally can't even help. I want to save all of little nuggets for you guys on stream, but I end up putting them mostly, not mostly, but I end up putting a bunch or some of the ones that I really, really think are super, super impactful on my Instagram. So if you follow me there, you should be. What are you waiting for? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you waiting for? It's crazy. So, so I'm having some wine as well throughout this because I've had a long day. I've had a very long day. I woke up in the wee hours of the morning. The wee hours. So, yesterday. Okay, so the event was a cake and cake and margs kind of thing, like a bar, it's like a sip and paint, like the idea of a sip and paint basically, but with cake decorating. That's what it is. That's what it is. Great idea. Um, okay, so I think I swallowed some of the cork. I'm just gonna wash it down with some wine. This is a very full glass, and I do not want to hear any judgments about it. Mind your business. Just kidding. Um, much love. Anyway, okay, so all me and that group of friends were going to this cake decorating thing. Um, and so I'm the only one in the vicinity with a car. The event we're going to is in Baltimore. I live in Virginia. For context, that's typically an hour and a half drive directly. But I was like, let me go pick up my friends and then we can all go together. So yesterday I asked him, I was like, do you want me to pick you up? Do you need a ride? Okay, mind you, my car, love him. But he has issues. He has some problems. He's like some little problems, some big problems too. But literally, this might be weird, but I talk to him all the time. I talk to him all the time, and like we kind of have an understanding. Like, um, if you're gonna break down, like break down in private, not on the highway. Never on the highway, silly. Um, somewhere where I can actually get you serviced, and um, uh, not at a crazy hour. Sometimes he breaks those rules. I don't know if he's understanding me or not, but for the most part, he's doing fine. And also, like, sorry, I feel like oily, or I look oily. Anyway, so for the most part, he's fine. I have been taking him on longer and longer trips, and he's been like, okay, okay. So I'm trusting him a little bit more. Also, my makeup today was eating. Ooh. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, so I trust him somewhat. You know how it is. But I trust him somewhat. And so I was like, okay, I've been building trust with him. I also have been keeping up with his oils. He needs to have, actually don't know what it is. It's like SAE something. I feel like such like a cutesy little, like a cutesy mechanic. Cause okay, so I will fill it up all the time. Like anytime that I feel like he's getting a little warm, I'll be like, guys, let's stop. This is not the first time that I've driven my friends. I trust him to the point where I will drive other people. So that's growth. We it took us a minute to get here. Took us a minute to get here. Um, However, so I have this whole like little setup. This is kind of like an aside, but I have this whole setup. So I will get my SAE oil. I don't know what it means, but I know it in the store and I know which one he likes. The SAE oil, and then my little funnel, and then I'll get my gloves so I don't get like the disgusting stuff on my hands. And I'll go and I'll open up the trunk. I mean the hood. I'll open up the hood. I'll do the little unlatch thing. For the longest time, I thought it was broken because I was like, I don't understand why is it still like locked together, and I just thought that I was messing up. And there's a latch. There's a latch. I'm just a girl, like. Ugh. Sometimes being an independent girly has its downsides. Like, why am I even working? You know what? Why am I even working on this car? That's my question. That's my question. Because I have to. Who else is gonna do it? Who else is gonna do it? Me. So I do that little unlatch thing, pop open the hood, and then I put my glove on, do the little twist. So I have a Nissan. It is impossible to get to anything there except for the oil thing that I actually need the most, which is really, really good because for the transmission oil, I always have to take it to, which I really trust and really like this mechanic I found. They did my transmission oil once and they were just like, they just charged me the price of the actual oil. Oh my gosh. Sweethearts. Because literally, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a car girl. Like, I know enough to, like, schmooze my car, but I don't know how to I don't have the tools for that. And I will not be getting them. The only reason, even the glove was gifted. Okay, I did get the funnels, but that was because it was making a mess and I hated that. Yeah, I'm not gonna just, like, they're tools. So I put the oil in the car. That was something I needed to do this morning because I was like, hello, oh. Anyway, so that was something that I needed to do this morning, so I made sure to do that. And then, I got, like, the whole jug last night because it's been a little warm for this past week. This whole week he's been a little warm, but I gave him like half of a big jug. I don't know honestly how much I'm supposed to give him, but I just gave him half a big jug and I was like, you sound fine, you'll be fine. So I did that, and then I like put them back together, pat them on the head, and then I drove to my friends. They live, it said 35 minutes. It was not 35 minutes. And I took stops. Okay, I also took stops. I had to get gas. Oh, but then, okay, so I had to get gas. Why does every gas, how do I phrase this? Why doesn't every gas station have tap to pay? Like, it's 2026. Why do you not have tap to pay? I did not bring my wallet anywhere. Like, if they don't take Apple Pay, what? Like, if you don't take Apple Pay, I'm not, or maybe cash sometimes. I don't like to do the cash one because I don't know if you guys notice this. I like for my gas, when I'm filling my tank, I want it to do the little abrupt stop. I don't like for it to do the little, oh, you're getting close to your, like, the amount of money you put in, so we're gonna just trickle those last few cents. No, fill it to the top. What? Fill it to the top. Fill it to the top. And I also like, anyway, so yeah. So I couldn't fill my gas. I ended up going to pick up my friends. They live in the same building, thankfully. They were not in the same building. One of them was house sitting. I was like, okay, great. So one of them was asleep. So I was like, okay. So I went to the place that I thought they were. One of my friends comes down. She's like, oh yeah, not ready. I'm dressed. I have not changed. This is my outfit. I did a little a baggy thingamabobber, a little top, some baggy slacks. One of my favorite pairs of slacks. My gosh, it was like $5 too. Okay, it wasn't like $5, but one of my favorite pairs of slacks. And the shoes are my outfit. Let me show you the shoes I'm wearing. Just don't be weird. Wait, hold on. These are my shoes. Oh my gosh, I wore these shoes today, and nobody commented on them, but they were my entire outfit. Like, they're really cute Sam Edelman shoes. But like that was my outfit. Like, you know, when sometimes like you have one item that's your whole outfit. Like you wear a bold purse, like that's the outfit. Or you do your hair really nice, that's the outfit. Like the rest doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's why I got away with wearing a bag. Also, thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I did wear these slacks. I was so tired this morning. Okay, so I woke up in the wee hours. I had to be in Baltimore at 11. And so that's the morning. I had to be in Baltimore at 11. Pick up my friends prior, get gas, try to get gas, and then put oil in my car, and obviously get ready, and be there by 11 in Baltimore. Baltimore is like an hour and a half away, directly, so it's gonna be like 2 hours. Oh my gosh. And then I was also gonna drive them back. So where am I? Okay, I went to 2 gas stations. None of them had tap to pay. I was like, I'm gonna be late. I ended up going just going. I had half a tank, and I was like, I'll make it there. I'll make it there. Figure the rest out when I have to figure it out, right? So I go to pick up my friends. They're not in the same building. One of them isn't ready, right? That's why we're. I go to the other place where my friend is house sitting. Okay, great, perfect. I then go back to the other apartment, and then I have everybody at that point. We're ready to go. We end up going. We're making good time, actually. So we get there on time. We're like 5 minutes late. It starts at 11. We're there like 11:05. I got into the teeniest little, slimmest little itty bitty parking spot with my extra big SUV. It's not extra big, but it's big enough. So, I squeeze into that little tiny parking spot right outside. Love it. Do my little pay for parking. I was nervous at first because I was like, I don't see like Park Mobile app anywhere, but it was there. So I found it. And I got it, and I did the little $5 so in my car I don't have to worry about it. I would always rather pay for a garage or for metered parking than gambling. Gambling with my car? Absolutely not. Hi, Jothio. Welcome. I'm just talking about my crazy long day. And then I'll show you some pictures, and then we're gonna do Atomic Habits, and then we can maybe play some game. What is game name? Game name. What's the name of the game? Name of the game. Heavy Rain. Just to catch up really quick, Heavy Rain so far. Really, what is it called when it's like really like that. So also how are you? How's your day? But Heavy Rain so far we've only done one chapter, or like I guess it's called chapter, I don't know, I'm a reader. So we've only done one to the first checkpoint. I guess, is that called chapter? I'm gonna call it chapter. Okay, so we've done to the first checkpoint, and in that first time I got home, today was so rainy here. It was gross. It was hot and rainy. So like I can't wait to take a shower, but I'm gonna do that after this, and after I might go out, honestly. There's this place that I go on They only have it Sunday nights and Wednesdays. And Wednesday, I don't know if you remember, we're here, but there was this really, really scary experience I had when I went on a Wednesday, and I didn't go for a long time. Um, and then I went back uh, on Sunday. I don't think I'm ever gonna go on Wednesday again. Um, Obviously, that person who gave me that scary experience could be there on a Sunday, but no, you don't. This weather is very undesirable. I wish the weather was hot. Actually, I'll trade. Hot weather is a lot better than hot and muggy and gloomy. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. But whatever, we were inside most of the day. Oh, actually, I was driving most of the day. It's not cold. It's still hot. It's just hot and rainy. It's just not the best. Not very fun. I definitely prefer the heat over the cold though in general. Most of the time. Okay, so I run cold, so I typically do like warmth more, and like I want more ugh. I want more warmth. Hot and dry is like perfect. What? The breeze burns. Okay, I've never heard of such a heat. Good luck out there. Where are you? The breeze is burning? Usually the breeze is what helps you the most. I'm so curious about this. This is a little backwards. But also the weather here is so crazy. The other day it was 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound as good as I thought it might. Um, but the other day it was 85 degrees Fahrenheit, right? I don't know what it is Celsius. I don't know like which one you use. I feel like I have to clarify. Okay. Hey Siri, what's 85 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? It was 29.44 degrees Celsius. Um, love having tools. Um, so I was like, great, awesome. What was I doing? I was dressed up. Actually, I always dress up. I was going somewhere cute though. Ooh, no, because I was wearing the gray dress. Anyway, I was dressed in my cute little outfit, my little heels on, and I was like, great, I'm gonna go enjoy this 85-degree day. I packed my bag with my colored pencils and my sketchbook and my book, and oh yes, I went out to do like a little happy hour and read, and I had the salad. Okay, anyway, so that was the day. Um, the salad was so good, actually. What? 25 degrees, or I guess 29 for you, at night? Okay, so I'm at, okay. Hey Siri, what's 40 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? What? What? No. What? What? Oh, not you. What? Wait. So it's like 100 degrees during the day? 100 degrees? Or like, I'm sorry, 40 degrees is too much. It's too much. I'd be ready to pack my bags and move. Okay, so that's what I was saying. No, that wasn't what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh, we're all over the place. Let me finish this thought and then we'll get back to the other thought I was having. And then we'll get back to the story of my day. Okay, I need an organizer in here. Um, which one is first? Oh, since I run cold, I do crave the heat, but I can also like heat up too much, like very quickly and easily. Like, like I want to be warm and I can take a lot of heat, but I also like once I'm hot, like that's like no, because I'm so used to being cold, I guess. And it's kind of just like, okay, so I'm boiling. Cool, great. But it is nice because I don't really sweat that much and I'm not like and I can wear like long sleeves. I used to wear like sweaters in the winter in the summer. Like all year long I'd wear sweaters and long sleeves and like it was fine. I've been trying to get away from that. Sometimes I still do it. It doesn't matter. It just depends on how I feel. Okay, so that's the one thing. Then okay, let me finish the day. So I am like 85 degrees. Great. Beautiful day to go. Have a little snack, have a little read at this little there's this place Clarendon, which I kind of feel like iffy about. But they have this cute little corner bar that I kind of like and actually there's this other bar that I like way more. It's this French bar. They have an amazing happy hour and it was during the week. They have an amazing happy hour. They have an amazing happy hour. They have an awesome happy hour. When a happy hour has oysters, yes. When a happy hour has wine for like $5, yes. And the bartender was super nice the first time I went, and kept like pouring, he kept like topping off my wine. I was like, thank you, dude. Anyway, I don't know if they'd be there. Um, yeah, everybody says that. Everybody says, yeah, you can help yourself in the cold. I don't want that. I want it to just be the perfect weather for me. Easy. Being, I don't know what that says. Even being, oh. LOL. That's terrifying. I hope there's no human that can do that. That'd be terrifying. Um, yeah. That's like CC, but the C you mean is SEA. It's getting out of you. This song. This song makes surprises me every time, but I like it. But I'm used to like I actually really like it. I'm gonna put some more songs on the royalty-free playlist from this. I am not getting scammed there. French food is one of my top three. It's always just a different quality. So it's always a different quality. It's like a different level of quality. And they have like duck. Where else are you gonna find duck? Escargot. I need to go back to France. Anyway, I need to do a Euro trip. Anyway. I'm getting sidetracked. um, yeah, I love French food. French food, definitely an American. Even though American is kind of like a mishmash of everywhere else. And then I'd say Asian food. Talk to me. Okay. Okay. So, so I ended up going to the thing. We made it in time. We got our cakes. Okay, let me show you my cake. um, oh shoot, I didn't tell my friends I got home. A myth? Snails exist. Also, oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so part of the reason that I was so was that yesterday? No, it was Friday. Friday, I went to this wonderful. I've been doing like indie DJ parties recently, and I have been having a gosh darn ball. Like, I didn't know that those even existed. Like, I remember I used to think that it was just like hip hop, and I was like, I guess that's fine. Like, you go and you dance to hip hop music and stuff, and that's fine, all good, and whatever. I did not know that there were like dance parties for like every type of music. Oh, mind blown. I literally learned this like last year. I think because I okay, so I went like on the very opposite end of hip hop and was started going to raves, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do like indie. I want to hear Arctic Monkeys and like be able to dance to that and sing along at the top of my lungs. And I don't want anybody to be like, that's weird. What song is this? So I started actually seeking it out and I found it, and I'm so you know when you find something and you're just like, where have you been my whole life? What were you waiting for? What were you doing, silly? Like, now we're like this. We're like this. We're like this. We're like this. Can anybody do this? I found out like not everybody can twist all their fingers like this. And then when I was a kid, I used to do like this too and put like them together into a little symbol thing. I don't even know. Um, they're actually delicious. Little garlic butter on them. It's kind of like oysters. It's so funny because I don't really like slimy foods. I don't like bananas or but I do like meat actually. So maybe it does make sense. I don't like bananas or like I don't like slimy vegetables or fruits, I guess is more specific. Love learning about myself. Anyway, um I forgot what I was saying. My day. Oh, I was showing you my cake. Oh, sorry, I just remembered I left my purse at my mom's today. And it has like all my stuff. Thankfully, I am a regular at my favorite places. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so I posted this on my story and nobody got it. It says POV. Hold on. Like, can I? It says POV, you're about to get wings. Okay, but I was thinking, right, so like, I'm green in this photo, right? Who else is green that you know that wears a witch's hat, right? Right? I asked my friends, they're like, I don't get it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been working on it a little bit ish, kind of a little bit. But we're probably not going to paint today, honestly. Um, okay. So, this is my friend. It was her event. And then this is my um frosting, and I had a glass of wine as well. I frosted it myself. And then I did the decor. I did some like more frosting, I guess. Alphaba, yes. Literally. Okay, but then the caption I put um was POV, you're about to get wings. And my friends were like buffalo wings? And I was like, no, like she gives the wings to the flying monkeys. And they were like, no, we don't get it. And I was just like, yeah, I guess that's fine. Honestly, even when I posted it, I was like, this is too obscure. Are people gonna get it? And they didn't get it. My friend, the first friend I asked, is such a big Wicked fan. I was like, she's totally gonna get it, and she didn't get it. I was like, I don't. Should I just take it down? Like, if you don't get it, nobody's gonna get it. But I guess everyone thinks I'm talking about buffalo wings and does not understand the witch's hat. It is subtle, but I also feel like I'm a subtle person. So like, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up, and I do care, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It's gonna be fine. You get it or you don't get it. That's what I. That's how. Oh, I love this song too. Um. Anyway, um, that's how I feel about it at this point. You either get it or you don't get it. The girls that get it, get it. You know that saying. Anyway. So that was my day. The final cake looked so good. I thought it looks really good. Let me find a picture that's not going to disappear. Okay, this was it in the box. I added a little butterfly on top as well. It's kind of hard to see, but so adorable. I did a great job. Oh, I took a video too. I thought I took a video. Oh, I think someone else. Everyone was taking. I am not a baker. I'm just an artist. I was. So. Oh, hold on. A lot of the skills that I used for art were so transferable. It's crazy. They give you like this big knife kind of thing. It's like round, but it's like a knife. And I was just like mixing it up like a palette knife. I was like, I'm in my element here. The frosting with the dye, like to make the colors that you wanted. I was just like, so it's like I've been mixing paints my whole life. I've been prepared for this moment. Anyway, so that was great. And I kept getting so many compliments, and I was able to make the pink that I wanted and that everybody wanted really. But I figured, okay, so I had one with just the buttercream and one with the buttercream and a lot of dye, too much dye. And so I took the one with a lot of dye and I added just like a little bit of that buttercream frosting into the white buttercream, and then I ended up making the perfect pink. It was so cute, and I made it little ruffles like a tutu. It was so cute. Anyway, so yeah, that was fun. Then I had to bring my friends back. My friend was initially trying to make a. Well, I didn't bake the cake. I just decorated it. So the whole thing was like have a glass of wine or whatever drink you want, and then also decorate this cake. So yeah, basically that was it. Um, I had a nice Malbec. Actually, it was okay. It was fine. It was a glass of wine. I had a glass of wine and I had a um I think I'm also just so used to the wines at the winery now. Like I will drink like $70 bottle wine. $70 wine? But it's by the bottle, obviously, like that, you know. Okay, what's your other idea? I am always open to business ventures and money making ideas. Anywho, so yeah, that was my day. Oh no, that wasn't all the whole day. We were going back. Okay, so from their place to Baltimore, it was like 40 minutes, maybe 50. It was probably 50. Um, but mind you, this is like before 11 a.m. Like we were leaving at 10 to get there at 11, and we made good time. I actually shaved off a couple minutes. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. I shaved off a couple minutes, and it is what it is. If you know, you know. But on the way back, it was like okay, so we left around 1:30 on a Sunday. Traffic was terrible. There were two crashes, so that was great. I got lost, made a wrong turn. It was a terrible. It wasn't the best. It was raining. My car. So love Ty, honestly. I know I every time I am about to say something I don't like or that is wrong with him, it's not even that I mean I would like for it to be better. But like I also am just so glad to have a car. I think appreciating the small things is important. Um, Obviously, a better car would be nice, but in the meantime, Ty and I like this, like this, and Tihu. Um, so where was I going? Oh yes, so I drove. Oh my gosh, it was an hour and a half drive. I had to stop for gas as well. Gas was actually not that bad in Baltimore. I filled up for like $30. So it was like nice. Over here, over here, and my tank was almost like empty. Over here in Virginia. um, I was gonna say in the D of A or D of C. I'm from DC originally. Anyway, in Virginia, I was gonna say, anyway, in Virginia, it's been like $4, to get 1 gallon of gas. 1 gallon. Is it even a gallon? Anyway, so it was actually kind of nice to fill up over there. It was like $30, and I was like, fill, click, get going. Um, did I realize I needed to get gas before we left? No, I was on the highway when I realized this thing. I said, oh guys, ha 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 ha, we can make it, but do you want to chance that? Do you want to take that chance? You want to roll the dice today? And they were like, no, go get gas right now. I was like, that makes sense. Bye. Okay, let's go do that. Um, so it was just a good time. Then after I dropped off on my friends, I brought the cake to my mom's place. I haven't seen my mom in like so long. It's actually crazy. But it was really good to see her. Hi, Fourbox. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just talking about my day, and then we're going to talk about the book, and then we're going to talk about heavy rain or light rain. Oh, I didn't finish telling you the heavy rain story. Okay. So ironic. Not ironic, coincidental. So, I was talking about the rain. Also, hello, how's your day? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. This is like the first Sunday stream in forever. In a while. Like, cheers to getting here. Cheers. Cheers. How was my day? It was long. That was my excuse for having this glass of wine, but I'm taking that back. I don't need an excuse. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Psh, do what I want. It was a long day though. Um, so, um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh. The heavy rain. What is a backer? Oh, a baker? There's no C. They take 20%. You get 10%. Interesting. LOL. Using my own thumbs against me. I'll think about it. I'll keep that in mind. Where's my Vaseline? I cannot find my lip gloss, and it's really annoying because I just got a new one. I feel like I've gotten 3 new lip glosses in like the last month. Really, the one I wanted is lost for. No, I could just go get it from Sephora, but I just gotten it, and it. Oh, also when I went to my friend's house, I was able to see Winnie. Winnie the little Pooh Bear. He's so cute. He's so cute. Cutest little dog I've ever seen. Is this better? Yeah. Is this better? mic position. I just want you to be able to hear me. I just want you to be heard, you know? Like, I just want to be listened to. And I am. Never forget it. Never forget it. Okay, it's actually kind of hot in this. Um, but I will bear. I am nasally. My nose gets stuffy every single time I'm on here. Like, what? Okay. Fine. Ugh. I'm too accommodating. Just kidding, guys. Okay, as I was saying, so I went and I shared the cake with my mom, and then I got us all dinner, and then, and she was telling me how gorgeous I looked. I was like, I need to come here more often. She was like, did you get your eyebrows done? I was like, yes, I did. How did you even notice that? She was like, oh my gosh, you look so glamorous. Your makeup looks great. I was just like, what? Like, oh, what? Anyway, she was just a breath of fresh air, very sweet. I mean, not to brag, but I do get the compliments a lot, but like complimenting a specific thing that like yes, I did. Okay, like I have been I guess I always have been, but like I've been collecting more and more like self-care things recently. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I just want to be, and now that I have time, now that I have the luxury of time, I will give myself every other luxury as well. Like, what? What? Like, I don't have a gosh darn hair in my body. Like, eyebrows plucked all the time. And eyelashes taken care of. I don't wear eyelashes, but I do put on like it's a you put on castor oil at night and then it makes them grow longer and it's actually been working really well. Um and then my nails are done. Like my makeup routine has gotten better. Like look at my nose. You guess how you don't even notice. It's fine. I wouldn't expect. I don't even know if this camera's picking it up, but like I'm just looking better and better. Also, just like grocery shopping, I'm overflowing with vegetables and fruits. I I'm just summer's a great time. Summer's a great time to be a teacher. The best summer. No, I actually miss the kids. I miss the kids. Like, when summer break first comes around, yes, you're like, oh, phew, like grading is over and I don't have to hear screams every day. But some of the screams are screaming how much they love you and like how amazing you are and how pretty you are and how cool you are and like how stylish you are. And it's just like, thank you. Thank you guys. Like I miss that. Like literally, especially the end of the year, the first and second graders, they get so like emotional. I'm just like, stop. Stop. I have all the little like things that they made for me. They're so sweet. They're such little sweethearts. I'm like, I miss them. But I'll see them next year. It's fine. They're gonna look like freaking adults. Oh my gosh, I saw my brother today. I haven't seen my brother in like ages. I was like, why do you have a beard? I've never seen an 8-year-old with a beard before. He was like, I'm 23. It's like, I didn't ask you. I said I've never seen an 8-year-old with a beard. I didn't ask how old you are. Did I? Did I? Did I? You're always gonna be 8. You're always gonna be 8 for the rest of your life. Like, first and second grade is like 6, 7. But actually, it's like 6 and 7. It's so funny because like some of the kids are so tiny and some of them are so tall. I'm just like, how are you the same age? Anyway, they're so sweet and cute. I didn't have kindergarten this year, but kindergarten is so adorable too. Oh, sometimes they make me want to have a baby, but I'm like, so many things I need to do before that. Oh my god. So many things I need to do before that. What the heck? Oh my god. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. No, but literally, like, sometimes my students give me baby fever. I'm just like, I want one. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? Yeah. Where was I going with that? Um, anyway, I love my job, but I also love having time off, and now I get to work at the winery more. Uh, uh, um, you can do both. I do have a sibling, so I could be an aunt. Um, but hopefully I'm a mother first because my brother is a lot younger than me and definitely not ready to be a father anytime soon. No offense. If you can hear me say this, like, love you so much, but like, no. 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 Absolutely not. No. He's not ready for that. He's not ready for that. Honestly, he really shouldn't even have a girlfriend. Anyway, we're getting into that's personal stuff. So, I don't know. I have very specific I feel like I have a very narrow and specific idea of readiness, and I think it's very extremely reasonable. Honestly, I don't know why it's not like more known. I don't know why it's not commonplace. I guess because people do anything. They just do anything. So I don't know, but I also feel like okay, as a girl, especially like yes, okay. So being an artsy girl is like a weird in between because I grew up extremely girly. Like what is a jean? Like like what are pants? Like sports? Like what? I was extremely like hyper girly, lots of pink, lots of frills, skirts, dresses, um just like looking cute. And I grew up with like Barbie. Like I had Barbie movies, Bratz. Like I just grew up very like why like all of some people are ready to be parents for sure. And maybe okay, I think ready is different for everybody because you can have like you can be ready and unprepared, if that makes sense. Like you can be mentally ready. You know what? Actually, I think I would say I'm maybe ready but unprepared. Yeah. Like I I feel like I'm ready kind of ish. Okay, let me just knock on wood. Like hold on. Um like I'm ready ish, but I'm not prepared. I refuse to raise a child by myself. That's crazy to me. For me. Like no. I need I need the government involved. I need a ring. I need a ring first. Mm, yeah. And then somewhere for them to grow up, obviously. Like, I share this house. This is not my house alone. What? Oh my god. I'm not raising a kid here. No, literally, like, this is private. This is between me and me and Twitch. This is between Chat and I. Like, not ready. Just kidding. Psh, just kidding. Yeah. Anyway. Um, yeah. but I feel like I'm ready but unprepared. Like I have prerequisites, I guess, but also unprepared in that I still have so much that I really want to like do with my life and with my youth. And I would sacrifice it, but I would be like, Psh, I'm still gonna do it. So I feel like I wouldn't want to. Like I still need want to travel. I still need to grow my business, guys. I still need to get gallery representation. I still need to and I just feel like it'd be harder with a kid and like unnecessarily harder. And I really don't have to worry about that right now. I don't even know how we got here. Oh, because I miss my students. Anyway, those are my kids for now. Those are my kids for now. Exactly. It's just like I have no reason to worry about this, honestly. But yeah. Yeah. Even though they're so cute and sweet and like you get to really like show people or show someone how to like function in life and how to like grow and how to learn. Oh my gosh, like you would be surprised how many adults do not know how to learn or function in life or like and oh yeah. 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 No, there are some times that people take on a spouse and then that spouse becomes their like next kid. It's crazy. Oh gosh, but you have to like know the warning signs or that spouse just becomes like a danger. There's so many things you have to be like worried about in picking a person, like a life partner, and in picking or in like raising a kid. Ugh, tell me something. Tell me something. Tell me something good. Anyway, so I went to visit my mom and that was awesome. And then we got food, some of my favorite food. And I tried a new food that I don't usually try at this restaurant, but it was so good. Um, and my mom got the thing that I usually get because I totally like put her on. And so I had some of hers too. She's so sweet. Uh, and then I finally made it home. Yeah, so literally like at 7:30, I was parking my car. So that's why I'm so late. Um, that had a very long day. Yeah. Um, yeah. Enough baby talk. Or actually, I'm gonna listen. What you have to say, Joe? And then I'll talk about atomic habits. Like, there's so much more I need to learn. Also, oh my gosh. Okay, we are actually gonna do some more talking about relationships a little bit, like a teeny little bit. I have noticed, like, okay, so I love to learn. I like to learn about things that apply to humanity, right? Honestly, I use it even in my artwork. But like I like to learn about psychology, um self-improvement, growing, how the brain works, how the body works, how the body speaks, like things like that. So like people anyway, it's giving me a sort of ability to like see the meaning behind an action. Not even like the meaning behind an action, but like the reason for an action in most cases. Obviously, they're like neurotypicals and then they're like rare cases. But like, if honestly, if I notice, growing up, the adults always write, oh my gosh. Adults, oh my gosh. Joe, uh, ding ding ding, hit the nail on the head there. Some people do not continue to like grow and develop. There are so many levels to like sentience that some people like don't even explore. Like it's crazy to talk to an adult and realize they have the mind of a child. Like what? What? It's but okay. Some things you can read, but some things are experience. And I feel like you have to experience some things. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you have to just like go outside, touch grass. I don't know what that means, but I agree, I think. Like, live. Live. Just live. Getting stuffy already. Okay. Yeah, but it's scary. But it's also really beautiful. I think when you do meet someone who has like developed their mental. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There was one time there was this one time that I realized like okay, also there's this thing that somebody said to me one time. I know that they wish it was true. Oh my god, that's kind of mean, but whatever. They said, nobody's better than anybody else. And I was like, yes, some people are better than other people. And they're like, oh, well, like they immediately backed down. I was like, yeah, some people are literally evil. Like some people want to watch the world burn. Some people will they're like that's just not true. Anyway, um but I realized this on like a mental level in an Uber ride. I want to say this was like 2016 or like a long time. Oh my god, that's 10 years ago. Anyway, wow. Wow, that was 10 years ago. Anyway, so like in like 2016 when they were share Ubers. Oh, I guess share came back. Anyway, but um yeah, like there are people who literally wish death on others. There are people who like practice witchcraft. There are people who like um always uplift everyone. There are people who help every single person they see. There are people who bring light into everyone's lives. There are people who bring darkness and dreariness. There are people who think everything is wrong with everyone except for themselves. There are people who there's just like so many different like yes, there are better people than other people. And like that would be nice if everyone was just the same, but that's unrealistic. Anyway, I digress. In this Uber ride, I was sitting there, right? And there was this okay, the rider also had another young boy who looked to be like around my age, maybe a little bit older. And he was speaking with the driver about Amazon. I am such an Amazon girly. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, I know about Amazon. I had never thought about Amazon in the way that this man had thought about Amazon. He was telling us he was predicting the future. I was like, that's so cool. Why would I even consider the future of this random company? Why not? You know? Why not? Why not? I love that. I was like, I need more people around me who think about the future like this, who think it's common gosh darn conversation to have with any stranger. I need more people who talk about projections. I need people who think like this. It's so freaking cool. Like I was just a little high schooler just ordering stuff on Amazon, not thinking anything of it, not thinking of anyway, so his projection was that Amazon, and I agree with it, but his projection was like, okay, so Amazon sells A to Z, basically everything under the sun, and then they also show videos. You have Prime Video, you have whatever. And honestly, in hindsight, like this does seem like, oh yeah, that's like a natural progression. I don't know if I think it's a natural progression because he said it, honestly, or I don't even know. But he was like, eventually, when you pause the movie, you'll be able to shop right from what you're watching. Your environment is so important. Environment is so important. Oh my gosh, even when my mom asked me about my eyebrows earlier, I was like, I was thinking to myself, yeah, like, yeah, every girl gets her eyebrows done. But that's not true. I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, duh, I'm a girl. But, like, that does not mean the same thing to everyone. Like, I was like, yeah, I guess some people don't, don't care to do these things. But, but all of my friends do. Like, all of my girlfriends, we, like, we go to the spa, we get massages, we like to take good care of our bodies. And it's just normal. It's like, why would you not? Like, that's a regular hangout for us. So it's just like, anyway, environment is so important. One of my good friends, one of my best friends, every time I see this girl, she speaks life into me. Oh my gosh. She is so much more influential than she thinks she is. I guess I also speak life into her, but I'm just like, you are doing things that people wish they could do. Or they could do it and are too lazy. Or they are scared, or oh, I have the best friends. I have the best friends. Like, I know I say that every stream, but it's so true. Oh my gosh, those girls, those gosh darn girls, they have helped me through so much. They don't even know all the things they've helped me through. Like, that's how good they are. They'll just be like, sometimes I honestly am quite private. Like, literally, I'm quite private. And instead of prying, they just kind of like let me be private and like say and like support me. Love that. Love that. Because I don't like to tell everyone everything. I don't like to. Some things are private. Sometimes I just need you to let me cancel plans for the whole month. Sometimes I just need you to, like, let me go silent. Okay, thank you. I thought the same. Okay, thank you. I was like, is it me? Um, yeah. But I just feel like I need friends. And of course, it's good to have like friends that you're super close with and like, yeah, we all know everything about each other. I'm just not that kind of girl. I've said this before, but I grew up like a loner. Like, I did not have many friends growing up. Even the friends I did have didn't like me. Some of them. But it's just like, I'm just so grateful, you know, and that's what I think about sometimes. Like, if I hadn't had those experiences, I would not appreciate the friends I have nearly as much. And I try to look at all the experiences life gives me like that. Like, okay, there goes another trial. There goes another tribulation. Like, where's that light at the end of the tunnel? I, oh, no. I almost got me there. But I do think it's important to learn from those things. If you don't learn from them, they're always going to keep happening. Oh my gosh. They're always going to keep happening. Thankfully, I have begun to like cut things off fast for me. I'm too nice, I think. I need to be meaner. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, if I ask advice for something, and like we will tell each other a bunch, obviously, but but you're just a person, you know? Like, Nobody knows everything about you, and that's fine. But they don't have to. I guess I would like that one day, but also I don't know if I ever will be able to do that. I'm just like so private. It's just like if it's like does this pertain to you? Like if I need some time, I need some time. Yeah, so okay. We've spent over an hour chit chatting about um my day and babies. Let's get to the book. Yeah. I'm gonna switch us over to reading and writing. I mean, writing and reading. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, today we're going to be talking about Atomic Habits, the latest book in our Storytime Sundays. And last time we talked about the book, we did the whole first section, which was quite a few chapters. Okay, it was up to chapter 3. So now we're doing the first law. Oh, welcome back. Now we're doing the first law, which is make it obvious. Remember, these are... Hold on. Remember, these are habits, or how to build a good habit and how to break a bad habit. So in order to build a good habit... Okay, actually, I'm going to pick this song. I like this one a lot. Oh, shoot. Gosh darn it. Okay. In order to build a good habit. So in the beginning, he talks about why habits are important, really. And then, let's see what it's called. Nothing. It's just called Atomic Habits. Wonderful. Anyway. Is it? The fundamentals. That's what it was. Why habits are basically what makes you you and determines whether you're going to be good or bad. I mean, not good or bad. Successful or a failure. Yes, question. Section 2 is the first law. Make it obvious. If you want to have a good habit, you need to make it obvious. If you hide your guitar and say, I want to learn how to play, when are you going to think about that? Out of sight, out of mind. Um, Honestly, they don't really tell us not to tell the kids anything. I do, I do take every like teachable moment I can. Something I really don't like to see. Oh my, okay, so I'm an art teacher, so I only see the kids 1 hour a week, sometimes two, depending on how the schedule is. The worst, the worst thing I've seen. Oh my God, I hate this, and I will literally like, I will reprimand the whole class for doing this. Sometimes, sometimes there are kids who are a little disruptive. They might hold up the class. They might scream and run around. They might stop everyone from working. They might make the same joke every day. I only see them an hour every day, 3 times in one class. They might just not really fit in. They might be they might have a little sprinkle or something. They might have a little zest. This isn't really actually your question at all, but it kind of is. I'm gonna connect it. I hate when that one student is gone, or when that one student um is sent out of the room or whatever, and the whole class is like, "Oh, thank goodness! Who wants them to leave? Da, da, da. Oh, well, at least they're not here." Have you no decorum? Have you no home training? Have you no sensitivity? Have you no heart? Have you no idea how you're making this kid feel right now? And I'll ask them, how would you feel if the whole class said, "Yeah, let's get you out of here. We hate when you're around." How would you gosh darn feel? I would make every single person apologize. You're not doing that in my classroom. I don't know what you do in your own classroom. Not really my problem. In this classroom, in the art room, we're not going to do that. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. It actually happens more often than you'd think. And I'm just like, why do you feel comfortable doing this? Literally, literally. I'm just like, okay, when you raise, because it'll be the same kids that do the same stuff. I'm like, okay, weren't you just running around as well? Do you want everyone to vote you out of the classroom? Like, they'll be like, no, I don't. Why would you think it's okay to do to someone else? That really boils my blood. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because it's not even like one bully. The whole class. Honestly, I would take my kid out of school. I would move my kid to a school where that's not uh tolerated. And I mean, I guess no school really shouldn't be tolerating that. But like even if I have to yell at that kid every day, that's my problem. That is not for you to comment on. That's how I look at it. If I have to sit with this kid and I can't help you color your tree in, ask a friend. I'm sorry, there are plenty of people in here who can help you with that. I need to handle this. Like, I don't know. And I get it. I get like feeling like, oh no, like he's taking all the attention. Okay, maybe he needs the attention. You don't. Independence is not something to. I would love to homeschool my kids. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. I would teach them so much stuff that they do not teach in school. Like, oh my god. Not only that, like, not that I was homeschooled, but my dad was teaching me stuff like before school. Like before I could even get to school. Like I went into like first grade, I don't know. I guess it was like summers that I was doing this, but I was ahead of the class reading my whole life. Reading and math actually. I no literally. That'd be cool. Honestly, but that's what parents should be doing anyway. Like you don't learn everything from school. You cannot rely on school to teach your kids everything. We don't see them for 3 months, and then we also, I don't know. I think especially with the COVID kids or kids who like, it's a little scary. I I would either put them in private school or like to homeschool them if possible. Yeah, yeah, we're here. Okay, ideally I have my own business. I'm working from home. I'm a freaking studio artist painting, supplying works to my galleries and taking care of the kids, cooking them healthy freaking meals every day. Oh my gosh. Like the way the way uh, as a kid, okay, my mom did that for me and my brother growing up, and like as a kid, you're like, oh, you have pizza every Friday? You're so lucky. Oh, you have Lunchables? I only have fruits and vegetables and a sandwich that my mom made and this health juice, this Honest Tea. Do you guys remember Honest Tea? Like, what was I complaining about? Doritos, because I didn't have Doritos and freaking those little, like, even now, like, people will be like, oh, you guys remember those uh what are those, the red sausages that used to come in the little plastic packs? You see them like convenience stores. I want to say like, I think they were called like Big Mamas or something. Oh shoot. What? Or like, um, oh, they're just called a hot sausage. Hannah's hot sausage, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, like, I had a friend who was trying to relate to me. It was called Big Mama. Oh my god, it was called Big Mama. Hold on, let me show you guys. um, who was like, "Oh yeah, you remember those?" And I was like, "I've literally never had that. No, I don't remember that." Or they'd be like, "Remember those little it's like an ice thing and had a tinfoil top." I'm not spoiling my kids. Not in a way that they'll know they're spoiled, at least. Like, I want them, they're gonna have everything they need and then some and be well taken care of. And I think there's such a big difference in being spoiled and being taken care of. Like, I feel like a spoiled kid is the kid that's like a little snobby, a little out of touch with reality. um, but the taken care of kid is like the kid that has manners, if that makes sense. Like, they're well taught, they are well spoken, they're literate, they understand things, they have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, oh my god, my kid is gonna have so much emotional intelligence. I'm gonna be like, how does that make you feel? I think also the school matters so much. I went to a public charter school, and since I got in, my brother got in, but like, I noticed even working at a public school, like, that little charter makes a difference. My gosh. So my school was started by parents who wanted a better school in their community, and you had to like get your name picked in a lottery. I was in first grade when I started at this school. Um, wow, I'm really just yapping today. Um, anyway, I was in first grade when I started the school, and they would instill in us like understand how other people feel and make amends. Like, and I still like do this to this day. Like, if I, oh shoot, that reminds me of something I need to do actually. But if I like mess something up for someone, I'm getting you a new one. If I break something of someone's, you're getting a new one. If I miss something of someone's, I will be there at the next one early and on time. In fact, I might even make us a new thing to do. Like I there's a sense of making amends that was really instilled in us for no, you're good. From a little kid. Anytime that there was any problem between some of the kids, you would not only have to apologize, but you'd have to ask them, what can I do to make you feel better? And then basically you'd have to do it. like like it was always, sorry, what can I do to make you feel better? There was never, I don't know if that was at home or at school, but I mean, we ended up bringing it home. Either way, my brother and I went to the same school. And like, so from first grade, for him kindergarten, up until 8th grade, there's no like, oh well, sucks to be you. It's no, I'm sorry about that. What can I do to make you feel better? Sometimes it's as simple as a hug. Sometimes as simple as like, it's okay, just don't do it again. Like, I think that also is lost. Oh, of course not with my circle, thank goodness. Love my girls. But people will be like, "Oh, I broke your thing. Oh, whoops. So what are you gonna do to make me feel better?" like, like nothing, nothing, nothing. So you're just gonna just go around making a mess and then be like, "Haha, sucks to suck." Yeah, it does. How does that feel? Like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm not the one who sucks. Like, no, no, literally. The little, even with the kids, if they mess up something and they're like, sorry, try it again, try it again, try it again. You're gonna actually be really sorry that you didn't do it right the first time because now that's the kind of discipline I give the students. I'll be like, and even, oh gosh, because the students, they know what they're doing. Thank you, I try. Um, they know what they're doing. I think people don't give kids enough credit. In fact, they let them get away with a lot of stuff because they're a kid. And honestly, I should have taken advantage of that when I was a kid. What? But whatever. I could have done so much more menacing things, but I didn't. I was really a good kid. Like, I was I was that kid that like my mom would get compliments on how well behaved I was. You know? Like, you know when you go into a store and some kids are running around screaming and then other kids are, I don't know, I hope so, but I only see them 1 hour. I only see them 1 hour a week. How many days is that? Okay, so I have work 195 days. So I see them. Okay, out of 195 days, divide that into how many weeks? Divide that by 7. Oh gosh. Cuz the impact I make feels big because of how they treat me and how they speak to me, but I don't know that it really is. Like, actually, I remembered my art teacher and some of the things she said, and some of the things that, like, you're right. I'm just keep doing what I'm doing and hope for the best. I'm just gonna do what I do. I'm just gonna work my magic. Wow, it's 9 o'clock, but guess what? Guess what? Usually we would be ending this time, but guess what? I went summer break. I went summer break, so I have time. Ooh, let's actually get back to this because I do wanna, I do wanna finish talking about this today, ideally. Sometime today. We haven't talked about this in forever. And then I'm gonna go out on the town. Steve! I hope I'm not the only one at that teaching that in the school. My God, I doubt it. Auditioning for The Apprentice. Does that show still run? He's like the president. That would be crazy if you could get onto a show with the president. You're fired. Ah, gosh. What a time. Like, no, this was just my outfit for today. I went to a, no, literally, I know, right? I, yeah, it's so, oh, I saw this video. So since I've started teaching, I've been watching a lot of other creators who are teachers, and they were like, and they were like, here's some things that the kids will do if they like you. And I was like, I'm knocking off like all of these things on the list. It was like they clean up your classroom for you. They ask to help pass things out. They will participate. They'll participate in class. They will bring you gifts. mogging all the other streamers. Yeah. Can't do it like this. Yeah. Thank you. But what's mogging? Like, I'm assuming it's good because of the context. Totally mogging these other streamers. I was at my friend's event today, so I was kind of dressed up a little bit. Yeah, love to mog. I mog on the daily. I mog on the daily. Actually though, I feel like sometimes it can be too much for people. And I had to realize, like, if I'm too much for someone, if someone can't handle how much I am, like, that's not my problem. I'm sorry, this is like a side, an aside I just thought of. But, yeah, totally mogging. Yeah, like, what else would I do? What else would I do? What else could I do? um, yeah, I mog a little bit. I do a little mogging on the side. I mog from time to time. I'm gonna do a little. How do you do that? What is it, like the Chad face or whatever? The I don't even know what it's called. What do they call it? Oh my gosh! All the sixth graders last year were so obsessed with it. It was like mewing, mewing. Little. I don't know even how to do it actually. I'm gonna stop trying. Sigma. No, but it was mewing. Mewing is something in like modeling, but yeah, I had last year for or like the year before last, I did a lot of um Pictionary with the kids, so they would um okay. I would have them do Pictionary at the end of class after we clean up so I could actually clean up, and then I can't even be mad at the loud sounds because I actually love this song. Um anyway, so I'd have them do Pictionary and I would throw in like the slang words they were using to actually figure out what they were talking about. I was like, oh, that's what that means. They were none the wiser. They just thought it was so funny. They were like, oh, how do I draw this? I'm like, I don't freaking know. That's what I want to find out. Okay. Phew. I'm sorry, I can barely breathe. I mean, I can breathe okay, but like, I am, as per usual, getting a little stuffy. I actually, it's become so normal. I've stopped looking for the cause of why I get stuffy on stream, and I want to reinvestigate that because every time, every time without fail, it's actually not okay. It's weird. Like, what? Am I allergic to something? There's only wine and pens here, and my squishmallow. Do you guys want to see? I feel like I've shown you my squishmallows before. Now it has paint on it. Never mind. And books and papers and keys. Oh my gosh. One of my coworkers is allergic to the sun. I was like, "Ah! Ah!" Apparently that can just develop. I don't take anything. I take vitamin C sometimes. No, they get like a skin reaction. and not just like burning, like it's like a whole thing. Oh, the song is so good. Does it not make you just want to like move your body? That's what a song should do. To the heat? Like you'll get hives or something? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Ah, sometimes. Do you ever like. Are you ever like, I can't wait for the future? No. No, thank you. I'd rather be stuffy. Sorry. I don't really like to take anything. I might take like a like what is it called? Like a one of those like women's health things or like a hair, skin, and nails thing. I used to take that, but I stopped. Um, see a doctor. Yeah, I'm not gonna just like start taking antihistamines. Oh my gosh, I'm scared of that. I don't really like to take anything. Like even if I'm going through something, like even if I'm in pain, I will just like have water. Like I'm not a Tylenol girly on my period. I will get a heat pad and some water. Like I'll have some chocolate for sure. Chocolate, heat pad, water, a good show, and that's my cure. Maybe a glass of wine. I'm feeling. Oh, we had these awesome chocolates. Okay, so we have these awesome chocolates. Hay fever pills. Um, so I said I don't even take Tylenol if I'm in pain. I don't. I'd have to do some more research at least. Um, but unless prescribed by a doctor, I will not take it. And if I've had like a surgery or something, and they're like, take these, definitely, you're gonna thank me later. Um, Otherwise, I'm not gonna take it. Actually, even sometimes then, I don't take it. Anyway, anyway. So, oh, also, to end my day. Well, this is, I guess, the end of my day. Please ask questions. Questions are the lifeblood of stream. One of my friends is moving to Florida. Mm. Oh gosh, gross. I'm gonna go blow my nose. And also grab my Vaseline, which I thought I'd grabbed before. I did not. Um, so yeah. Are we still on reading? We did not read. We have not been reading. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh. And we're back. Um, yes. What? Yes. Why would you say it so alarmingly? Why are you yelling? What? Follow that up with something, please. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? Un croissant. Also, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that means. I can bake a croissant. Oh, like ice it? I suppose so. But I don't see why you put icing on a croissant. Un croissant. I need to get back to learning French. Honestly, I feel like French was easier to learn than Spanish. Oh my gosh. I am not becoming a baker. I'm already an artist, and I'm pretty far down this road. I don't want to turn back or make any turns. I actually love this road. It doesn't matter if it's easy, I just like to do it. An iced croissant? I've never heard of that. I don't mind the hard road if it's fruitful. And I feel like the most fruitful road you can take is self-improvement and investing in yourself. Pain au chocolat? Ooh, actually I prefer plain. I love chocolate when it's not in anything. Oh, that's what I've been telling you guys. We have these awesome chocolates. Okay, so we have these like really cool chocolates. They're wow, I'm getting too excited. They're called Compartes, I think, chocolates, and they come in these super odd flavors. So I was really interested in the potato chip flavor, and I got it, and then I shared it with some of my coworkers, and we were all like, tastes like milk chocolate and potato chip. And then I was like, yeah, some of these don't even have like food names. One of them was called Coney Island. Delicious. 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 Another one was creme brulee. That one was so good, but I don't really like white chocolate as much. It's kind of scary to me. Like, it's not chocolate. Like, who are you? What are you? Anyway, um, and then we also had another one, limoncello, which was kind of just like as expected. Yeah. What? 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 Okay, this is at the winery. Remember, this is a winery. At a winery, at a winery, it is typical to have that wine. Okay, follow me, follow. Have that wine with charcuterie. All right, okay. So with that charcuterie board, you're getting meats, you're getting cheeses, you're getting crackers, and you're getting chocolate. With that chocolate, I'm gonna start upselling the chocolates actually. I'm becoming a good saleswoman. How is that very French? I'm gonna start upselling the chocolate. I I know how to make a sale. I've been getting better at selling the wine at the winery, and it's noticeable. I sold someone a 6 bottle membership, and everyone was cheering for me. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was very excited. Well, it tastes like chocolate, but it also has potato chips in it. It's actually really good. I could definitely see it eating it with like a buttery meat and some baguette. Oof. Charcuterie, wine, charcuterie, cheese, and chocolate. Heck yeah. But you have to have meat. I do at least. I don't like it with just the cheese and crackers. I'd rather do just the meat and cheese, honestly. That is not true. Also, wine really does have. Okay, so when I was first starting here and I was just learning about wines, I couldn't tell the taste profile as much. Now, hey, pipe down. This is my livelihood right now. um, I couldn't tell the difference between them as much. Now, I don't know if I told you guys this on Thursday, but I got like a bottle I used to drink all the time and thought it was fine. Oh my god, before I was cultured. I got like a bottle of wine that yeah, that'd be so cool. It's not that I want my own winery. I guess it would be a winery. It's kind of gonna be more like a wine shop. Um, age 20 years. Anyway, I don't know what that says. um, it'll be like a wine shop. It's more of like a mixed media space. There'd be the wine shop with the cellar for, oh my gosh, with the cellar. Wine shop with the cellar. The cellar's only for VIPs though, and tours. And then we'd have the bookstore and the studio. I need to work towards that way more, way harder, way faster. Like, I want that now, actually. Like, that'd be great today. That'd be great this summer. So, um, why wait? My friends and I were talking about that today. Over 20 years old? What? Yes. The it would be an exhibition space in like the bookstore area, and you know how Barnes and Noble is. It'd be like that, but more intimate, smaller. The bottom floor would be the cellar. I'm so excited to have a cellar. Sometimes when the wine people come in and they're like, "We have 300 wines at home," I'm just like, I'm gonna be you one day. Like, I'm gonna be you. No, the venue would be intimate. It'd be small. It would be cozy. I hope. I kind of don't want it to be like a big thing. I want it to be able to sustain itself, but I want it to be kind of like exclusive. Like, you're excluded. Not you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys would totally be invited. That'd be so cool. Um, no, well, I don't say that to them. Oh my god. I don't say that to them. I just think it. Like, actually, sometimes I do say it to them. And they're like, ha ha ha, you have time. They're mostly older. Um, yeah, but like, I mean it 100%. I'm gonna have my own wine cellar. Like, this is not even like a consideration. Like, I'm definitely gonna do it. I've already started collecting for it. Like, we're on the path. This is an inevitability. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna have my wine. I mean, like, I get such a good discount at my winery. Plus I get a discount at every other winery in Virginia that I know of. Not that I know of, like winery in Virginia that I know of, but maybe wineries outside of Virginia. I'm industry now. So I get discounts. I get free tastings. I'm gonna be, oh gosh, I need to freaking start. I'm gonna go to a winery tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna go to a winery. There's one I really, really want to go to, but it's super south, and I don't know if I trusted Ty to take me, but I kind of do. After the long drive I gave him today, I kind of trust him to take me down to it's called Barbersville. I'm probably not gonna go there tomorrow, but it's called Barbersville, and they have very famous wines. I think they had an Albarino, and then we were like, and their Albarino won the like Governor's Cup or something. I think it, don't quote me. Um, and so we were like, what? We can win the Governor's Cup with an Albarino. And so now we're making El Marino. I love how competitive we are. Because, like, yeah, exactly, same. Um, I'm sure you can, Steve. I'm sure you can. But it's Barbour, like with OU. I am not worried about that. I am more worried about making my life so freaking delectable and exactly what I want. Like, literally, at this point, well, why would I say that? Oh, without the joke, there's no point in saying the spelling. Anywho, I want to make my life so freaking amazing. Honestly, it kind of is. Like, guys, except for the delay on some of the things that I thought I would have by now. Um, my life is really good. And yeah, I can't really complain. I can't really complain. I could complain, and I do complain sometimes. But I also like I can't really complain. I think I also just have such perspective sometimes. Like I'm really happy with who I've become. Yeah, like like everything so fix I can't fix it. I can't fix it. The only thing I can change is myself. But some of my goals depend on other people, which was crazy. That was crazy. That was so silly. Why would I ever? Well, we'll see. I might change my tune if um if the right circumstances are met. Be like, what was I talking about? I see so many like relationship reels like that where I guess my phone kind of knows who I am, but it's like oh yeah, um it'll be like me before I met my husband, and there'll be like all these like freaking like girl boss clips and like just like mean things like eye rolls and stuff, and then they'll be like me after I met my husband, and it's just like like relax and chill and just like da. Um, I don't know if I'll ever like be like that. I for some time when I was younger, I used to want that, but then I experienced it a little bit, and I kind of need to have my own. Like I need to have something to do. I need something to do with my time. I am too antsy and creative to just do nothing. Like I need I need something to focus on. I need something to build and like nurture and grow. I guess that could be like a person too. But like I need projects like multiple at once. Have you guys ever seen me like finish a painting beginning to end? Do you know what stream this is? That would never happen. Um, but I will work on things in time. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna buckle down and do this freaking read. This book has so much that you guys need to know, like right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thus far we've talked about Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits basically breaks down to atomic, as in the smallest thing that you can improve, and the reading is a great gift. Do you know that people were not taught to read? Some people. Others were. Do you know that education is the best thing that you can invest in yourself? Did you know that, you know what? I'm going to take that as a joke. You play too much. Okay. So, the Fundamentals talks about why atomic habits are so important. They help you become the person that achieves the things that you want to achieve, not just a one-off thing. Thank you, Boba. Steve. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, Steve. Anyway. This song makes me miss Gris. Listening to books is a-okay. Except for sometimes books have figures, like little graphs and stuff, which I like to be able to see. Also, I just like the feel of a book and the smell of a book and the sound of a book. I like books. I'm not really an Audible person. Good thing you have me to orate it for you. Okay. So, the first law is make it this is flipped. Is make it obvious, right? Make it obvious means if you want to improve a habit or cut off a habit, Audible is good for if you're doing something else, but I find I cannot really focus. Like, when was I taking that flight? Earlier this year, I was trying to listen to my book on the plane, and this was I must have been going to LA. Anyway, my friend and I were actually reading the same book. She had the paper copy, and I had the Audible, and I was like, oh my god, I was just listening to that. Anyway, so I fell asleep. I fell asleep. Oh my god, I haven't finished it. I did start it, but I haven't finished it. I'm sorry. It also doesn't make sense that you're a writer, not a reader. Okay. Okay, by next stream. By next stream. Okay, it's a start. Okay, the first law. Make it obvious. I've said that a million times. Let's actually dig into the chapter. Chapter 4, The Man Who Didn't Look Right. Basically, it starts a story with this paramedic who goes to this cookout, casual thing. She sees her father-in-law, and she immediately goes, I don't like the way you look. Ha ha ha, everyone starts laughing. She's like, no, something's wrong. Unconsciously, she had been learning through all of her like paramedic, like ER, gosh darn training, what it looks like when someone's having like a heart attack. She saved his life. The doctors were like, oh, well, good thing you came in when you did, because you could have died. All those little things, they build up. This woman had unknowingly developed the ability to recognize this pattern on sight. Oh, this pattern. After many years of working with people who were having heart attacks or who were on the edge of life and death. But like, this is a skill that she developed over time, little bit by little bit. Oh my god, I'm doing that with the wine. Oh, cool. Cool. Anyway, so let's proceed. She couldn't explain it, but she knew what was happening. She just had an intuition, gut feeling, and it makes sense. She's a paramedic. Okay. Here's some other examples. Museum curators have been known to discern the difference between an authentic piece of art and an expertly produced counterfeit, even though they can't tell you precisely which details tip them off. Experienced radiologists can look at a brain scan and predict the area where a stroke will develop before any obvious sign. That one is crazy. Before any obvious signs are visible to the untrained eye. I've even heard of hairdressers noticing whether a client is pregnant based on only the feel of her hair. I don't know what it is about the feel of her hair, but I actually recently saw a video where this, you know how people like just take content anyway. Anyway, so I saw this hairdresser was doing her client's hair, and she goes, and she kind of like fluffs it a little bit. She's like and And then she asked her, oh, and she's like super excited. She's like, are you pregnant? Yes, literally. And I'm just like, these are actual things that like, you have freaking superpowers, kind of. I think so many things with our brain are like superpowers, because like, they kind of are. I feel like a superpower is a power that is hyper exaggerated that most people don't have. But the key there, or the thing there, especially with using your brain, is that everyone has a brain. It's not that they don't have it, it's that they don't use it. Not to call anyone out, but like you have the ability. And I mean, like, obviously not everyone is a hairdresser. You're not going to be able to just like touch some random person's hair and be like, "Oh, I could tell you're pregnant." But like, you're training these skills, and like you just develop these awesome like freaking skills. What? What? Who needs a gosh darn pregnancy test when you have a hairdresser? No, they were friends. You could tell by the way that she reacted. Bye, Joe. Till next time. I love that you're using my emotes. Thank you. Oh. Also bye. Um yeah, it wasn't her. It wasn't a random person. But that does actually remind me of that does actually remind me of this other reel I saw where I think it was like a lash tech or something, and she was like, she asked her, so she's recording this whole thing, she asks her client, hey, can I do some content with you? The client goes, oh yeah, sure. She looks at the camera, she goes, hi guys, today I'll tell you how to deal with an annoying client. I was like, thankfully the client and her were friends and they just started cracking up, but I was like, oh God, that's not what you think when you hear that. Actually, in the same vein, I saw another video where, yikes, I watch a lot of Instagram. Anyway, at least I do other things too. I have a vast array of interests. Anyway, so I saw another video where this girl was like, she asks, oh, wait, yes. Oh yeah, that's the name of the thing. I was like, what is Altacopice? Um, yeah, see you next time. Till then. Another video, she asks this lady on the street, she's like, can you help me with the video? The lady's like, yeah, sure. She said, when I walk by, can you ask me to take a picture? Can you ask me to take a picture with you? She's like, okay. So, so she walks by the lady, and the lady asks her, oh, can I get a photo with you? She's like, oh my gosh, aren't you, I don't know, Amelia Bedelia? She's like, oh yeah, I am. She's like, can I get a photo with you? She goes, no, and keeps walking. Okay, anyway, that was my quick little aside. I thought that was so funny. Um, like, you have to immediately go back and explain, because what? Girl, what? Anyway, okay. We can't always explain what it is we are learning, but learning is happening all along the way. And your ability to notice the relevant cues in any given situation is the foundation for every habit you have. Okay, so rewind. Let's talk about the vocabulary here. Cues. There is a breakdown somewhere I can show you. I'm going to have to dog ear it because this is time. This is time. There we go. Okay, so you have the first thing that, for any habit, you have a cue that goes into your craving, your response, and your reward, right? You go into a dark room, you want to be able to see. You turn on the light. Light switch flips, that's your reward, right? Cue, the darkness, craving, crave being able to see. Response, flip the light switch. Reward, you can now see. Very simple, but can be complex. Can definitely. Anyway, let's just keep going. So you notice the relevant cues in any situation. You're building your habits. All of these things are just like going to become natural. Let's just keep going. You don't need to be aware of the cue for a habit to begin. This could be good or bad. This is what makes it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he says, you can notice an opportunity and take action without dedicating conscious attention to it. This is what makes habits useful. And then before I read the next sentence, I said, and dangerous, lol. And then he said, that's also what makes them dangerous. I was like, we're right here. We're right here. Anyway, I'm gonna put like a little lol. Anyway, so you don't have to be aware of the cue for a habit to begin. You it becomes, oh, this is when oh gosh, I need to get back to reading Thinking Fast and Slow too, because there are so many connections. Jeez, I'm having like hiccups. Okay. As habits form, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna finish that sentence. I don't know why I did that. Your actions come under the direction of your automatic and non-conscious mind. Does that sound familiar? That's your thinking fast. Your thinking fast is your automatic mind. You do not have to process anything. You don't have to like break down any numbers. Your thinking fast, which we'll get back to soon after we finish this book, probably because this book is riveting, and it's a little easier to read than Thinking Fast and Slow. I love Thinking Fast and Slow, and it's actually getting really good, but it's just so dense. Anyway, okay, this one. Um, a woman I came across was a former preschool teacher who had switched to a corporate job. Even though she was now working with adults, her old habits would kick in. This I experience at the winery all the time. Not even old habits, because I guess I'm technically like still a teacher. But when I see a kid running, actually, this isn't even just at the winery. Like anywhere, if I see a kid running, I'm like, walking feet. Or I'm thinking that. I don't usually say it, but I think it every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Without fail, I'll think, "Oh my god, use your walking feet." And anyway, so she would occasionally yell walk whenever she saw a child running. I just felt like literally, bro, like same. We must begin the process of behavior change with awareness. With awareness, duh. What? This is where we get to our habit scorecard. There's a process called pointing and calling. No, but seriously. Because if you're not aware of a habit, how are you supposed to help it? How are you supposed to change it? How are you supposed to stop it? How are you supposed to start it? You can't. Okay. There's this, we're going to get to our habit scorecard. This is where you're going to figure out what habits are good habits, what habits are bad habits, and what habits are neutral habits. However, you first have to identify these habits. Awareness, right? Runs through chat? What? What? Um, okay. Here's a technique. Pointing and calling. It might sound a little silly, but it works. Actually, there was a there was a an example they gave. Okay. Uh, in Tokyo, there's an example of train riders in Tokyo. There's no chapter here about that. What? Okay. So you will, and if you're taking the train in Tokyo, you'll notice they will use a point and call system. The operators, not only on the train but outside of the train, will say, or like the staff will say, signal is green. Speedometer reads whatever the speedometer reads. All clear. They're all saying all these things. This Okay. Anyway, this is how this is a process to bring awareness to things. It helps with doing the correct action and it helps with memory. So, pointing and calling is a safety system designed to reduce mistakes. It seems silly, but it works incredibly well. Pointing and calling reduces errors by up to 85%. What? Reduces errors up to 85%? Like not even half. Like majority. Vast majority. And cuts accidents by 30%. New York City does this as well. They do it, but they don't do it the point and call. They just do point, which is also effective. Incidents of incorrectly berthed subways fell 57%. So the calling is kind of important as well, but still not to sneeze at it. It raises the level of awareness from a non-conscious habit to a more conscious level. You can do this with anything. Like, I have a bad habit of leaving my clothes around, everywhere around, everywhere around. Don't look, don't look. But seriously, um, I actually do this one. I didn't know that it was. I mean, I guess I did know. I know I use it as a form of awareness, but before I leave, most places, sometimes I still leave my stuff some places, sometimes. But whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Mostly, most of the time, before I leave, when I'm at the door, I'll say phone, keys, wallet, and make sure I have it. I also do lip gloss because I need that. Anyway, um, so it started with just phone, keys, wallet, and so that will help me remember everywhere around. Yeah, sometimes. Anyway, okay, so we're so used to doing what we've always done that we don't stop to question whether it is the right thing to do at all. Many of our failures in performance are largely attributed to a lack of self awareness. Our greatest challenges in changing habits is maintaining awareness of what we are actually doing. Okay, so here's where we get to our habits scorecard. An example would be over here: wake up, turn off alarm, check my phone, go to the bathroom, weigh myself, take a shower, brush my teeth, floss my teeth, put on deodorant, hang up towel to dry, get dressed, make a cup of tea. Okay, those are just random things, right? That's just a morning routine. Okay, well let's break it down further, right? Let's break it down further because we're assessing good habits, bad habits, and neutral habits. Put a plus next to good habits, an equal sign next to neutral habits, and a minus sign next to bad habits. Wake up. Turn off alarm. Why would you let it keep going? That's fine. Check my phone immediately. Bad habit. Ugh, gosh, I do that. Go to the bathroom. Neutral habit. Weigh myself. Positive. That could go either way. It depends on what your goals are, I guess. Take a shower. I do like to weigh myself every day, but it literally changes every day. It changes every day, depending on where my cycle is too. Anyway, that's too much information. Take a shower, brush my teeth, etc. This morning routine is pretty good, except for check my phone. So now you have an awareness. Um. Ooh. Let's actually redirect. We're not talking about just good and bad habits here, right? We're also talking about. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. He says, there are no good or bad habits. There are effective habits. There are only effective habits. Ooh. Oh, I like this part. Okay. There are no good or bad habits, meaning there are only habits that work. You would not have adopted this habit, created this habit if it didn't work for you in some way, right? If the light switch never worked, you would not turn it on. You would not flip it to see. What? Is that an addiction? Actually, addiction is a habit. We'll get there. We'll get there. You're thinking a little ahead. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay. All habits serve you in some way. This is actually in the same vein of why there are no good or bad habits, or only effective habits. So, all habits serve you in some way, even the bad ones, which is why you repeat them. Does this behavior help me become the type of... If you're still having trouble determining how to rate a particular habit, here's a question I like to use. Does this behavior help me become the type of person I wish to be? Does this habit cast a vote for or against my desired identity? Okay, if you're anorexic, but like, I think he's just talking to the general population. What? Is anorexia that popular still? Um, First step to change bad habits, try pointing and calling in your own life. I'm about to eat this cookie, but I don't need it. Eating it will cause me to gain weight and hurt my health. Hearing your bad habits spoken aloud makes the consequences seem more real. Okay, we're going to finish this chapter and then I'm going to blow my nose again. The process of behavior change always starts with awareness. Golly, guys. Okay. Habit scorecards are focused on getting you to recognize those things. Chapter 5. The best way to start a new habit. Okay. You need to be specific. Implementation intention, which is a plan you make beforehand about when and where to act. How you intend to implement a particular habit. Right. You're aware of the habit. You want to change the habit or implement a new positive habit. You need a day, a time, a place. Let's get to the example. Oh, wait. This is a new chapter. Okay. Okay. I have to blow my nose and I'll be right back. This book is so good. This book is so good. Anyway, I'll be right back. Honestly, I've heard so many different things about how to start a habit. But this guy has a book. It's a New York Times bestseller. Okay. But listen. So, um, so back to business. Because I've also heard like, it takes 3 months to form a habit or 90 days to form a habit. And actually, I don't know. I haven't tried it. So let's continue reading. I'm sorry. This feels like it doesn't look that good. That's fine. All right. The cues that can trigger a habit come in a wide range of forms. The feel of your phone buzzing in your pocket, the smell of chocolate chip cookies, the sound of ambulance sirens. But the two most common cues are time and location. Even your phone picks up on these cues. If you open your phone to maps, it'll be like, oh, you usually do this at this time. Even if you are Anyway, so that's whatever. Let's just keep going. Um, People who make a specific. Oh, okay. Broadly speaking, the format for creating an implementation intention is when situation X arises, I will perform response Y. Hundreds of studies have shown that implementation intentions are effective for sticking to our goals. Whether it's writing down exact day or time, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Okay, wait, there's an example that I wanted to tell you guys about. I hope I underlined it. People who make a specific plan for where and when they will perform a new habit are more likely to follow through. It makes sense. Saying I will do, I want an abstract idea of something that you want to make a habit. Okay. Because, like, even I'm guilty of this. You guys remember when I was like, I'm learning guitar. I'm going to do it every Wednesday. I know nary a chord. So, yeah. I need to, this is gonna help me out. I'm hoping. You guys will see. You'll find out. We'll see how, we'll see. This is actually an actionable book, which I really like. Thinking Fast and Slow is very educational. And it gives you an awareness of your mind. Most of my books are like mind work, but this is actionable. I really like that. Okay. An implementation intention sweeps away foggy notions like I want to work out more and I want to be more productive or I should vote and transforms them into a concrete plan of action. Many people, oh, this one I had to post on my Instagram. This is one of the ones I was like, ooh, affirmations. What? Really? Also, I think you mean affecting with an A. Affirmations? Affirmations like positive self-talk? I think those are helpful for like self-esteem and self-image, but I do not think that they affect you very much. Well, I guess I don't really use them. I don't know. Okay. Um, this was one of the things that I had to. What? Yeah, those two. Yeah. Yeah, those two. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, I actually really like this song. I have to definitely listen to some more, and we're gonna add some more to the royalty-free playlist. Okay, so back to business. This was the quote that I was like, wow, wow, James. Okay, Jamie. Okay, Jay. Golly, wow, you're just dropping this in a book. He says, many people. Yes. Is that an affirmation? I think you mean like a declaration? But there is a word that starts with an A, I think. Mm, where is it? It is! It is. Oh my gosh. My favorite Panic at this is an aside, but my favorite Panic at the Disco song is so little known, but it's so beautiful and kind of romantic, a little bit. It's like a dark romance, actually. I found out recently, like, I actually like that genre, but like, I think it's because of um, how, um, how completely enamored they are. Like, every girl wants that. Hmm. Is it an affirmation if it isn't true? Ah, yes. Yes, That's what I thought. Mm, okay. Okay. I can see what you're saying. I guess I don't really use them to affect change. I don't really use them. Actually, maybe I do. Ooh, actually, maybe I do. You know what I realized recently? I have been listening to I when I meet new people, I like to listen to their music to kind of see where their mind is, see what their headspace is, and in comparison, my music, well, some people depending on who it is, my music is so uplifting. I listen to stuff that's like, "You got this, girl. Ooh, you're so great. Oh my gosh, we're all doing a great job." And like, oh my gosh, maybe I do listen to affirmations. Well, some genres. There's like there are some songs that I listen to all the time that I'm just like, okay, you guys, I don't know if you guys know these, but great songs. Um Perhaps I do already is the crazy part. Oh my gosh, I've just internalized them and just like not I don't even recognize it. I'm just like osmosis. Osmosis. Yeah. Anyway, um okay, there's this one song called The Man. I want to say it's by The Killers, and it's like such like a I feel like the bar's so low, but he's really happy about it. Like maybe not the bar's low, but he's just like he's like I'm doing a great job. Like do you know who you're talking to? I'm like, "Oh, I like that song. I want to listen to that more." Anyway, back to business. So here's the line. Oh, did I already say it? Oh, I didn't say it yet. Okay, here's the line that I was just like, wow. Wow, buddy. Golly. Many people think they lack motivation when what they really lack is clarity. From The Killers. The Killers. I don't know a song by Taylor Swift called The Man. I honestly don't know that much of Taylor Swift's music anymore. I used to listen to her when I was a kid. But now I listen to a lot of Arctic Monkeys. Oh my gosh. I've always liked them, but I didn't like listen to all of their music. You know, like you find a couple songs you like, and you're like, oh, I like this band, I like this album. No, I like everything that I like most things that they put out. Um, yep. Okay. Um, Many people, I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Many people think they lack motivation when what they really lack is clarity. I have been working on that myself. Okay, so with all of my scrolling, my beautiful scrolling habit, I have begun to, I used to save so many things. I was like, I'm coming back to this another time. I actually put some clarity towards that. So I now have, this is like, I don't even know if this is a technique or not. Like, I don't know. It just feels right. Now have like categories. When I'm saving something, I'm like, okay, this is what, okay, it might be a little weird. Like, this is going to be me in the future. This is a skill that I want to learn. This is going to be how my family interacts. Like, I will save them under these little categories, and and then it helps me visualize it. Like, I think visualization is such an important thing in getting what you want. How am I supposed to get what I want if I don't even know what it looks like? If I don't even know what it sounds like? If I don't know what it smells like? If I don't know what it feels like? I can at least get that like feeling. Well, what song is that? Also, what poem is that? I haven't read poetry in so long. I do you read any Charles Bukowski? Also, I think I've told you guys about this guy a million times. why was I about to say Leo Tolstoy? No, Italo Calvino. I really need to finish his book. It's really a book of short stories, and they're so illustrative. I thought to make a painting series of all the different short stories. I should still do that. There's so many things I want to do with my life and my time. My gosh. Anyway, I do want to know those, please. I love that song. 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 That's a good song. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. I like that song. Yep. Oh, I should sing it for karaoke. The only thing is, like, I should sing that for karaoke. Should I, though? Should I, though? I should do more Arctic Monkeys at least. I've been doing, like, you know what I realized? Like, whoo. Okay, I will watch that afterwards. It is copyrighted. But okay, let's no. Oh, it's the poem. It's I don't know. It's a little bit of a gamble. Little bit of a gamble. Little bit of a gamble. Oh, he's actually performing himself. I literally have it playing. It's such a... You have so many opinions. So opinionated. Anyway. Okay. One thing at a time. I'm like in overtime, I feel like. Even though technically I'm not. Because I started late. But I feel like people are going to be like, I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I don't know. No. Let's. He wouldn't care. I'll watch it on off stream. Okay. I will blank behavior at time in location. And then here's some examples. I will meditate for 1 minute at 7 a.m. in my kitchen. I will study Spanish for 20 minutes at 6 p.m. in my bedroom. Okay, but I'm not... You guys are not gonna listen to it. You're gonna have silence. So, now that you say it like that, I'm not gonna do it. No. Have you seen, have you seen Parks and Rec? I'm a little bit like Ron in that regard. No, like if somebody is trying to get me to do something, I'll be like, nah, nah, nah. Sorry, bud. Hold on. Now I'm kind of thinking this is a Rickroll. I know this is actually the poem. You know what I'm gonna do actually? Why don't I just read the poem? Punk poet. Aw. Wait, it's a book? Where even is it? That's literally... Maybe I am. Wow, that's crazy. Oh. Okay, I'll listen to it after. Oh. Yeah, it's a great. I'm okay. I will listen to it after. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to read it. I'm reading it honestly the way that the song sings it. So I can get that, but I'll read it in a minute. Okay. Being specific about what you want and how you will achieve it helps you say no to things that derail progress, distract your attention, and pull you off course. The goal is to make the time and location so obvious that with enough repetition, you get an urge to do the right thing at the right time, even if you can't say why. That is so cool. You're literally training your brain. The tendency for one purchase to lead to another has a name, the Diderot effect. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with Diderot. I don't know what that is. Glastonbury? Honestly, I want to read more of his work. I've never heard of a punk poet until today. I feel like this is an interesting genre. I guess any genre can have like a punk, or any discipline can have a punk version, but I wouldn't think of that for poetry. Okay. Oh, wait. Did we already do the first thing in Popper? No, we still have like 3 chapters left. Okay, come on. Let's buckle down. No behavior happens in isolation. Each action becomes a cue that triggers the next behavior. Oh, has to do with the Diderot effect. So, Diderot basically, he got one... What was it? Okay, Diderot was a writer, or he had a library. Oh, he had the he wrote encyclopedias. But he cannot pay for this wedding. When some princess, empress, heard that he was struggling, she bought his whole library. He was basically he made $1,000, €1,000, I'm sorry, which would have been more than $150,000 overnight. He decided to get a scarlet robe. The scarlet robe was great, but then he decided to get more and more things to match his scarlet robe, and one purchase led to the next. This is now called the Diderot effect. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Honestly, I feel like that's how art is. Like, I feel like someday, like 10 years down the line, someone's gonna be watching this. like, oh, wow, that's what she used to do. This is her start. Look at that. Look at, like, it is cool. But like, that's the thing with art. Like, you have to be so patient. Like, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Okay. So, this I had also thought of. Habit stacking is a special form of an implementation intention. Rather than pairing your new habit with a particular time and location, you pair it with a current habit. So, after I pour my cup of coffee each morning, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I take off my work shoes, I will immediately change into my workout clothes. After I sit down to dinner, I will say one thing I'm grateful for that happened today. So on and so forth. It is a positive version of the Diderot effect because you are, instead of trying to get things, spend things and make it match your life, you are making the life you want match what you already have. Yes, that makes sense. You can also insert new behaviors into the middle of your current routines. For example, you may already have a morning routine that looks like this. Wake up, make my bed, take a shower. Let's say you want to develop the habit of reading more each night. Wake up, make my bed, place a book on my pillow, take a shower. Then you have the reminder there for you at night. When I serve myself a meal, I will always put vegetables on my plate first. Ugly? What? What? This is a limerick? Yikes. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so rude. Oh my gosh. And concerning. And a little scary. I don't know if this is what punk is about. When I think of punk, honestly, I think of Bratz. Like, I think of Bratz fashion and like their punk times. But anyway, that's a little not even. It's not even niche, but like I feel like they had that like whole punk era. Anyway, um, yeah. So then do the same thing. Basically, take your list that you've made. Your I forget what it was called. Your list of things that you do in a day, and then insert things that you want to do. I actually have done that. Wow. It's kind of crazy how many of like the things that you read are a little bit like um what is it called? Like not common sense, intuitive. Like I did okay, so when I was starting this year, I wanted to improve my habits actually. Um that was before I even got this book, but I wanted to start working out more, swimming more, going to the range more and exercising more. And so I put a on my list of daily things to do, all those things. However, ah, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, that's an interesting start. Makes for an interesting story, at least. Hmm. If you can be successful there, as a poet, especially, yeah, he was meant for great things. So the first law is to make it obvious. Motivation is overrated. This one was environment often matters more. Let me finish the sentiment. Okay. People often choose products not because of what they are, but because of where they are. So this this chart shows water stations here and here before. They wanted people to drink more water. They then put water stations at every spot there were beverages. This increased the drinking of water. Let's see by how much. By 25%. Yeah, I will. I will. I definitely will. I will. Oh, can you put a reminder in the uh um Discord if you don't mind? I already have it up here, I guess, honestly though. Um yeah, so environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. We kind of touched on this earlier talking about environment and like people in your circles. In 1936, psychologist Kurt Lewin wrote a simple equation that makes a powerful statement. Behavior is a function of the person in their environment, or B equals FPE. Easy to reach locations. Oh yes. Find the expensive names in easy to reach locations on store shelves. I feel like everyone knows this. 25% more people drank water over other beverages from moving them only into the two stations to every beverage station. So they still had the two water stations, but they also moved it to every other place that they could get water in the cafeteria, and the drinking of water increased by 25%. Expensive brands end up in easy to reach locations. Same thing goes for end caps, like like on the aisle. I just got what you said. Water is the best thing on earth. Where's my water? Just Okay. So the end caps also, you can find a lot of the more pricey brands like the Primo stuff. Ooh, the truth, however, is that many of the actions we take each day are shaped not by purposeful drive and choice, but by the most obvious option. Sharks can detect small amounts of electricity and vibrations in the water caused by nearby. Wait, nope, that was a jump. Every living being has its own methods for sensing and understanding the world. Eagles have remarkable long distance vision. Snakes can smell by tasting the air with their highly sensitive tongues. And sharks can detect small amounts of electricity and vibrations in the water caused by nearby fish. I thought that was really cool. I didn't know that the sharks could do that. Um, Receptors in your body pick up a wide range of internal stimuli, such as the amount of salt in your blood or the need to drink when thirsty. The most powerful of all human sensory abilities, however, is vision. The human body has about 11 million sensory receptors. Oh, this part is really cool. Half of the brain's resources are used on vision. We are more dependent on vision than any other sense. A small change in what you see can lead to a big shift in what you do. Live and work in environments that are filled with productive cues and devoid of unproductive ones. Yeah. Yeah. This is a curation of your environment to it's like a cheat code. Like if you want your kid to drink more water, only have water as an option. like Even now, I can't even enjoy a soda. Oh my gosh, my mom did that for my brother and I when we were kids. Aside from wine and whiskey, not gonna lie, I don't really drink anything else. How to design your environment for success. Ooh, okay. So Amsterdam or Dutch researchers in Amsterdam, near Amsterdam, found some homeowners use 30% less energy than their neighbors. Why, you might be asking? Their energy meter was right there in a very visible place where other people's had theirs hidden. So if you can't see it, you can't assess it, it makes it much more difficult for you to track it and control it. Which makes sense. Out of sight, out of mind is basically this whole chapter. It's not easy to practice the guitar when it's tucked away in the closet. It's not easy to read a book when the bookshelf is in the corner of the guest room. It's easy not to take your vitamins when they are out of sight in the pantry. When the cues that spark a habit are subtle or hidden, they are so easy to ignore. Yep. Yep. You're oh. Okay. See, it works fine. Look at that. No, exactly. Oh, that's a good. I used to do that when I took more vitamins. I ran out and I just never replaced it, and now I don't take vitamins. So I get that. I used to have mine out right by the sink. So after I would brush my teeth for the night, I would take my vitamins and then I would go to sleep. Most people. Ooh, this one is crazy. Most people. Wait. Actually, let me read you the sentence before. Uh, that makes sense. Environment design is powerful not only because it influences how we engage with the world, but also because we rarely do it. We rarely do it. Environment design is so important because we rarely do it. I feel like this connects to what I was saying earlier about Amazon and how I didn't think about their future or their purposes or their ideas, but someone was. That's the kind of people that you hire. Most people live in a world others have created for them. Most people live in a world others have created for them. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. But you can alter the spaces where you live and work to increase your exposure to positive cues and reduce your exposure to negative ones. The context is the cue, right? Stop thinking about your environment as filled with objects. Start thinking about it as filled with relationships. Okay, we're cooking, we're cooking, we're cooking. You can train yourself to link a particular habit with a particular context. In one study, scientists instructed insomniacs to get into the bed only when they were tired. If they couldn't fall asleep, they were told to sit in a different room until they became sleepy. Over time, subjects began to associate the context of their bed with the action of sleeping, and it became easier to quickly fall asleep when they climbed in bed. Their brains learned that sleeping, not browsing on their phones, not watching television, not staring at the clock, was the only action that happened in that room. Isn't that wild? It literally cured their insomnia. What? I had a question about that actually because I was like, can habits cure illness? Like, is that a real thing? I guess in this case, insomnia, if they are doing it, if they are scrolling their phones instead of sleeping. I don't know if I would consider that insomnia, honestly, but I guess so. Go to a new place. Oh. Go to a new place and create a new routine there. It is easier to associate a new habit with a new context than to build a new habit in the face of competing cues, right? Okay, so this is another reason that I like to go out and read. Like, if I'm home, there are so many other things I could be doing. There are so many other things I could be doing. Like, what? I need to take my book, or I'll take my sketchbook and my colored pencils, my pen, whatever, and I'll go read somewhere else. Yeah. Whenever possible, avoid mixing the context of one habit with another. When you start mixing contexts, you start mixing habits. And the easier ones will usually win out, of course. But when you can use your phone to do nearly anything, it becomes hard to associate it with one task. It's a mishmash of cues. So, I don't know how we're going to solve that phone one. Let's find out. You can do the same with your digital spaces. I know a writer who uses his computer only for writing, his tablet only for reading, and his phone only for social media and texting. Every habit should have a home. I don't know if you guys are going to do that or if I'm going to do that, but I mean, that was a great way to. I mean, oh my gosh. I have done that. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that time I got back late one night and I was sitting here and I just started streaming. Like, I don't even remember streaming, but I just started streaming because I was sitting here where I stream. Sometimes I watch movies and stuff. Oh my gosh, I literally only use this to watch movies. Oh my gosh, I only use this for streaming. Streaming to me or streaming out. That's crazy. I only use my computer for streaming. Sometimes writing. I only use this for. I'm sorry. I'm just like. I do this. That's crazy. Okay. No, literally. I was literally just like eating and making a mess. It was horrible. I deleted it, never to be seen again. But people were like, wait, what was that yesterday? Good question. I don't know. That was crazy. That was some craziness. Um, Anywho, but like literally, I was in the space where I stream and I just kind of automatically streamed. That's crazy. Okay. Wow. I should get a habit for my iPad too. Okay. Um, if you want behaviors that are stable and predictable, you need an environment that is stable and predictable. That makes sense. Sleepwalk streaming? That'd be crazy. But like I feel like I wouldn't have the like coordination to pull out the chair even sleepwalking. Oh gosh. Thankfully I don't sleepwalk. I do talk in my sleep sometimes. But I would not stream that. So it'll be fine. It has scared many a girl on a sleepover. Yeah, it used to be worse when I was a kid. I used to have to like tell everyone like, "Hey guys, like sometimes I sleep talk." So just a weird quirk I have. They'd be like, "Okay." And then they would want to tell me what I was saying the next day. Like, "Oh my god, we heard you." I was like, "Okay." This is not a fun fun conversation for me. Anyway, okay. Chapter 7. That would be a horrible video. That video sounds heinous and rude. Chapter 7. The secret to self-control. Over 15% of U.S. soldiers stationed there were heroin addicts in the Vietnam War in 1971. Sorry, a little context. um, Follow-up research revealed that 35% of service members in Vietnam had tried heroin and as many as 20% were addicted. The problem was even worse than they had initially thought. This discovery led to a flurry of activity in Washington, including the creation of a Special Action Office of Drug Abuse Prevention under President Nixon. In a finding that completely upended the accepted beliefs about addiction, Robbins found that when the soldiers who had been heroin users returned home, only 5% of them became re-addicted within a year, and just 12% relapsed within 3 years. In other words, 9 out of 10 soldiers who used heroin in Vietnam eliminated their addiction nearly overnight. Oh, that would be like a funny skit, yeah. Uh, that would be a funny skit. Okay, but isn't that crazy? Their addiction left overnight because they were in a different location. What? What? What do you mean? Okay, we're almost done. We have like a few pages left into the next organization area. Okay. Typically, 90% of heroin users become re-addicted once they return home from rehab. Okay, but this is very different from being in Vietnam, right? Because if you are in rehab, you're returning home to where you were initially addicted to heroin, where you have all of these cues, all these reminders. Oh yeah, like remember that heroin? Um, Unlike the Vietnam War soldiers who were coming home, very different context. In fact, that context they had never done heroin. Like, what? Why would I do heroin here? I don't do heroin here. I only do heroin in Vietnam. But isn't that interesting? Anywho, typically 90% of heroin users become re-addicted once they return home from rehab. Disciplined people are better at structuring it. Oh, okay. So then they go on to talk about discipline. So they're saying that disciplined people are better at structuring their lives in a way that does not require heroic willpower and self-control. They're saying that disciplined people are more like the Vietnam heroin addicts than the people who come back from rehab because their whole life, their life is devoid of cues to do bad things or ineffective or negative habits. In other words, they spend less time in tempting situations, right? It's easier to practice self-restraint when you don't have to use it very often. The way to improve these qualities is not by wishing you were a more disciplined person, but by creating a more disciplined environment. That makes self-control the obvious choice. If you're not careful about cues, you can cause the very behavior you want to stop. Wow. Once the mental grooves of a habit have been carved into your brain, they are nearly impossible to remove entirely. This kind of reminds me of like when you gain weight and basically like those fat cells that are created never really go anywhere. I guess you could get them surgically removed, but like there's always a possibility that they can reinflate. I don't know what do you call it. There's always the possibility that they can reinflate. I feel like that's not the right word. um, but there's always that possibility. And it's similar with the mental grooves. Honestly, I feel like the mental grooves is going to be way more difficult to keep off. But I guess it depends because environment does matter so much. There are things you can do. I have never seen someone consistently stick to a positive habit in a negative environment. Oh, that makes sense. If you're this practice is an inversion of the first. Okay. Cut bad habits off at the source. If you can't seem to get any work done, leave your phone in another room for a few hours. If you're continually feeling like you're not enough, stop following social media accounts that trigger jealousy and envy. If you're wasting too much time watching television, move the TV out of the bedroom. If you're spending too much money on electronics, quit reading reviews of the latest tech gear. If you're playing too many video games, unplug the console and put it in a closet after each use. Ugh, this actually makes a lot of sense. I used to set up and break down my whole painting setup every time that I would do it, and that was too much. I would end up it was too much work. Like I would rather not paint in some cases. And I was like, oh, that's not great. So having it up and available all the time, I can literally pick up the brush anytime. I can wake up and like start painting. Like literally. And sometimes I do. But that's because it's ready and available. Um, this practice is an inversion of the first law of behavior change. Rather than make it obvious, make it invisible. Make the cues of your good habits obvious and the cues of your bad habits invisible. It's easier to avoid temptation than resist it. Okay, so far we have gone through a few of how to make a good habit and a few of how to break a bad habit. Actually, only one of how to break a bad habit. But we're going to get to more. Next week, we'll talk about the second law, make it attractive. So make it obvious is the first, make it attractive is the second. Ooh, and I've already finished that chapter. Should we just talk about it now? No. Let's save it for another time. Anywho, um, yeah. So that's that. That was our Storytime Sunday and Gab session. This wine glass is too full. Alas, that's the end of our time today, folks. Or should we do some painting? Um, okay, I'll watch the video now. But you guys can't listen because I don't want to chance it. It's only like a minute, so bear with me. It's a minute and 18 seconds. His hair is so fun. Well, I don't work tomorrow. Oh. Aw. Okay, so that is it. The song is romantic ish. It's kind of sad also, which I think actually the poem has the same quality where it's a little sad, but it's also it is romantic. It's a little sad. I don't know. Awesome. Okay, so I just watched it. Oh, cool. Anywho, I believe that is all for today, folks. It's been good talking to you. It was a long day and I didn't know if I was gonna make it. I'm glad you guys were able to like bear with me. I was like 7:30. um, I know that's late. I know it's late. Um, but here we are. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. Wow. Till next time. Till Tuesday. Au revoir, arrivederci. Adios. Ciao.